You come in here, I'm pushing you.
And what happens if I get injured?
You ain't getting injured.
Bro, you don't know that.
All right. I don't give a.
It's 1 second away from injury.
There are rumors that Jake Paul did a fake injury to cancel the fight. Mike Tyson gets angry to Jake Paul, seeks $200 million in damages. People are saying that Mike had been training hard, getting all hyped up for the match, and then Jake just bailed at the last minute. It's like all that prep was for nothing. Take a look on this.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident. I broke my back.
Mike's known for his fierce personality, so you can imagine how ticked off he must be if these rumors are true. Honestly, it feels like a scene straight out of a movie. You've got the boxing legend all pumped up and ready to go, and then the YouTube star, who's been stirring up the fight world, suddenly pulls out. It's no wonder people are talking about it everywhere. If Jake really did fake the injury, it's a bad move on his part. But who knows, maybe there's more to the story. Either way, it's got everyone buzzing and wondering what's going to happen next. Maybe we'll see a rescheduled fight, or maybe this will just add more fuel to their ongoing feud. Yeah, it's wild. People are speculating all kinds of things now. Some think Jake Paul is just trying to save face because he knows going up against Mike Tyson would be a whole different ball game compared to his previous matches. I mean, it's Mike Tyson we're talking about. Even at his age, the guy is still a beast in the ring. But on the flip side, if Jake genuinely did get injured and it's not fake, it's pretty unfortunate timing. Injuries happen, and it's a risk that comes with any sport, especially boxing. Still, the way it's being handled is making people suspicious. Again, these are just rumors. There's no evidence about this. Mike Tyson, though, you gotta feel for the guy. He's been taking this comeback seriously, and having an opponent drop out like that, especially under shady circumstances, has to be frustrating. Mike's not one to hold back his feelings, so if he's mad, you can bet he's letting people know about it. I guess we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. If Jake is faking, he's definitely risking a lot of backlash from fans and fighters alike. And if it's legit, then he needs to be upfront about it to clear the air. Either way, it's keeping everyone on the edge of their seats.
Frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28.
Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say.
To show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson and prove everyone wrong and show that I will be the one doing the killing.
If Jake Paul did fake the injury, it's a risky move. His reputation is already a bit controversial. People either love him or hate him, and something like this could really tip the scales against him. Fans are pretty savvy these days, and they don't take kindly to feeling duped. And think about Mike Tyson. He's put a lot on the line for this comeback. At his age, getting back in the ring is no small feat. The training, the mental preparation, it's a massive commitment. If he's been misled about the fight, you can bet he's feeling disrespected. Plus, Tyson's old school, he's all about honor in the ring. This kind of drama is probably the last thing he wants to deal with. What's interesting, too, is how this could impact Jake Paul's future in boxing. He's built this persona around being the bad boy who isn't afraid to take on anyone. But if he's seen as someone who ducks fights, especially against a legend like Tyson, it could seriously undermine his brand. On the other hand, if this injury is legit, Jake needs to come out with some solid proof. Like show the medical records, do a press conference, something to clear his name. In the meantime, all this buzz is definitely keeping their names in the headlines. Maybe that's the silver lining for them both. Any publicity is good publicity, right? But for the fans, it's just frustrating. Everyone was hyped for this showdown, and now it's all up in the air. I guess we'll see if they reschedule. If they do, it'll probably be even bigger because of all this drama. And if not, well, Tyson will move on.
Rumor is he's not so chill now. No weed, eating raw meat. Let's see today. Is that an accurate assessment of where you're at? Are you not so chill?
I'm pretty chill right now.
Yeah, you seem pretty chill.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
Mike, I just want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've gotten to know him pretty well. I've seen him box quite a bit, and I can confidently say that you're gonna knock his out, Mike! Wow. You're gonna knock his out! Let's go!
Well,
and I can confidently say that you're fired.
Hey, Jake, I'm the face of the company. You know you can't fire me. I am better.
Security.
But, Mike,
Security.
my only question is, what round are you gonna knock him out in?
Hey, come to the fight. I hope you can afford a ticket.
And speaking of Tyson, he's not just a boxing legend, he's also a smart businessman. He knows how to leverage attention, and he's already made a pretty successful comeback into the public eye with his podcast and various media appearances. If this fight with Jake does eventually happen, it could be one of the biggest events in recent boxing history, drawing in not just boxing fans but also a younger audience that follows Jake. For Jake, the stakes are incredibly high. If he manages to step back into the ring with Tyson and puts on a good show, he could silence a lot of his critics. It's a massive opportunity for him to prove that he's more than just a YouTube star dabbling in boxing.
Brilliant move by Jake, because like if he was going to fight anybody else, people would watch, but would the same amount of people watch? No. This is the one.
It's all about how both fighters handle the next steps. Transparency and honesty could go a long way in clearing the air. If Jake comes forward with solid evidence of his injury, and if both camps can agree on a new date for the fight, word on the street is that Mike Tyson isn't just sitting back and fuming, he's actively pushing for a new fight date. Sources close to Tyson say he's more motivated than ever, training even harder, and looking to make a statement. The legend wants to remind everyone why he's one of the greatest, and what better way to do that than by squaring off against the most talked about guy in boxing right now. On Jake Paul's side, things are getting pretty interesting too. Despite the injury rumors, Jake has been posting some cryptic messages on social media, hinting that he's not backing down. He's been sharing videos from his training sessions, looking fit and determined, and even challenging his critics to keep doubting him. It's like he's setting the stage for a big comeback, and his fans are eating it up. Take a look for another Joe Rogan statement about this upcoming fight.
Bro, he's in savage mode right now. He's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be my pants.
Oh, bro, if I'm fighting this guy and I see he's eating raw meat, I call the fucking thing off.
It's all the experiences that he has had as a conqueror. You have to take those into consideration. When a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. That's in there. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up.
Yeah.
And I think he's got it open. The question is, can his body move along with it? But that part of his mind, like you're clearly seeing, he's terrifying when he's in the zone.
Meanwhile, the media frenzy is reaching new heights. Sports channels, podcasts, and talk shows are all over this story, dissecting every rumor and every Instagram post. The speculation is rampant from what really caused Jake's injury to how Tyson is planning to retaliate in the ring. Analysts are debating the potential outcomes, and fan theories are running wild. Some are even suggesting that Tyson might bring in a surprise guest trainer to up his game even more. Imagine the buzz if he teamed up with another boxing legend like Evander Holyfield or George Foreman for his training camp. The potential fight card for the event is also generating excitement. There's chatter about adding more big names to the lineup, making it a star-studded night of boxing. Fighters from both the professional and celebrity circuits are throwing their hats in the ring, eager to be part of what could be the biggest boxing event of the year. And let's not forget the fans. The anticipation is through the roof, with everyone from hardcore boxing enthusiasts to casual viewers waiting to see how this all unfolds. Ticket sales for the potential rescheduled fight are expected to break records, and the pay-per-view numbers could be astronomical. So while we wait for official confirmation, one thing is clear: this Tyson-Paul drama is far from over. Whether it's a showdown in the ring, a heated press conference, or another unexpected twist, it's keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned, this is one story that's bound to keep delivering thrilling updates.
There's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight, because that was Mike Tyson before he won the title. It was ABC Wide World of Sports, and Joe Frazier had been talking shit about Tyson, that he was in his prime, he had beat Tyson, and so he had his son fight Tyson, and it was an execution. It was an execution.
Was that the one in Atlantic City where it lasted one round?
One round.
Oh man, the drama just keeps escalating. You won't believe the latest buzz. Word has it that Mike Tyson might be bringing in some heavyweight reinforcements for his training camp. There are rumors flying around that he's been in talks with none other than Floyd Mayweather. Can you imagine Tyson training with Mayweather? That would be insane. Two boxing legends combining forces, it's like something out of a dream. On Jake Paul's side, things are just as crazy. He's been teasing a huge announcement, dropping hints that he's got a surprise up his sleeve. Some people are speculating that he might be planning to bring in a high-profile coach to help him prepare. Names like Freddie Roach and Teddy Atlas are being thrown around. If Jake manages to secure someone like that, it could really shake things up. The media is having a field day with all this. Sports journalists are scrambling to get the latest scoop, and every new piece of information is being analyzed to death. Social media is blowing up with fans debating who would win if the fight happens. Polls, memes, and video breakdowns are everywhere. It's like the whole boxing world is on the edge of its seat, waiting for the next big reveal. And speaking of social media, Tyson and Paul have been engaging in some epic trash talk. Tyson posted a video where he called out Jake, saying, "If you're really a fighter, prove it. Get in the ring with me." Jake fired back with his own post, saying, "Legends don't scare me. Let's do this." The back and forth is building so much hype, it's hard to keep up.
Think of this trend at the moment of YouTubers entering the world of boxing, because Jake Paul's about to fight Mike Tyson, isn't he?
Yes.
What do you think about this trend?
I personally think it's really good. I think that the boxing hardcores, like the boxing fanatics, they don't like it because it's like, why are they disrespecting our sport? There's an Olympic system that you have to go through, and once you're qualified there, then you go through to the professional ranks. Whereas someone with a profile can just come out of nowhere and fight one of the best guys. Let's say we divided this crowd in half, and you've got half of the people that are hardcore boxing fans and half of the people that love a certain person that's into YouTube.
Like a YouTuber, yeah.
But that person brings all of these people into boxing, which benefits everyone else that's involved.
Because some
in
of
the
them might
industry.
stay not just for that match, they might get into the sport.
And it's a tough game, so everyone viewing helps. So I think it's really good for people that need like some exposure.
And of that match between Mr. Paul and Mr. Tyson, which one do you think is going to win?
The only thing I'm worried about is father time. That's one thing that has never been beat. And Tyson's, he's older now. But I pray that he comes out healthy, but I think Jake Paul because of youth. That's the only thing, because of the youth.
When you see someone go like that, you must think, okay, this is kind of over. Even if he gets back up, this is kind of over.
You can definitely gauge the instinct. Over years, I've built that instinct to know when someone is hurt but can come back and when they're completely finished.
Sometimes there is what I believe is called in boxing circles trash talk.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't like that.
I think you'll be a good trash talker.
Do you think?
I think you'll be a very good...
Sassy talk. You look awful. Oh, what have you done to your hair?
But does it get you when you hear, because I know you know it's part of the game, I guess it's part of the showbiz element of the sport, but does it ever get under your skin?
100%. When I go back to that gym, if I see someone and they're talking about my haircut and all that stuff, I'm
lovely.
You like my hair?
I couldn't talk, could I?
Shout out to my barber.
Shout out to mine.
But yeah, you take it personal and you meditate on it, and you wanna punish them for what they said about you. 100%.
So when Tyson Fury called you a silly sausage,
what do you think I felt?
Well, but I'm sure you've been called worse. We've all been called worse than a silly sausage.
Of course, but this is one of my rivals.
Yeah.
This is someone I want to compete with one day. So everything he says is like I've got it all stored in the back of my memory, and when the fight happens, I want to use it as a lot of fuel. So
take that, you silly. So who's a silly sausage now?
Who's a silly sausage?
Call me a bloody sausage, will you? Hey? More like a banger.
Oh, that's good.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah.
Here's what will surprise you, I think.
Yes.
And it may surprise you, it might not, is that we don't just have one box on the couch right now. We have two.
Where?
Well, there's only two people on the couch.
Trash talking, I see. I can do that, don't worry. It started.
Because, Tom, you have been doing boxing training for how long now?
Well, I've been training for 5 years, actually.
Serious?
And, don't. Oh, the round of applause, Anthony Joshua got.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good start.
5 years. My friend Luke, and I say I do boxing training. I basically pay a man to punch his hand.
What do you think? Do you believe Jake actually faked the injury, or do you think there's more to it? It's got everyone talking and wondering what's going to happen next. Tyson is not the kind of guy you want to mess with. If Jake is really faking it, he's in for a world of trouble. But if he's actually hurt, he needs to clear the air fast. This whole situation is turning into a huge soap opera. Plus, there's all this talk about whether they'll reschedule the fight. If they do, it's going to be even bigger than before because of all this drama. I'm just waiting to see how it all unfolds. What about you? Are you excited about this fight? Whose side are you on? Let's hear your thoughts.
I mentioned many details of this saga, but there's something else very huge that is happening in the wait for this fight. So check out this deep dive where I'll tell you other rumors that are buzzing in the boxing community. You will learn new shocking claims that are attracting people's attention. Click on the screen to watch the deep dive, and thanks for watching this video.